I know for me, the minute I came to Fairfield, I knew I had to live at the beach because that just seemed like the place to be.
That's what Fairfield's known for. It's always been about the seniors living at the beach. Everyone knows that that's where the party's at.
This year was basically, the reason I came to Fairfield. The hype you hear about it, it's all about senior year. It's what you look forward to for 3 years beforehand.
I don't know if all seniors feel like they have to live at the beach, but the reason I think so many want to is because, it's kind of obvious, it's physically removed from campus.
Best part of the beach is the freedom. Absolutely, hands down, freedom. We don't have to worry about any of the campus rules. We kind of basically are living on our own. But we're really doing our own lives. We're living on our own, and it's a much more independent feeling from campus, and it's just overall feels a lot more real than the previous years.
Senior year goes by a lot quicker, for sure. I don't know. Senior year is a lot better, I guess, than junior year, and junior year is a lot better than sophomore year. Sophomore year sucks. But no, I guess every year gets a little bit better, and senior year is definitely the best.
Fairfield and living on the beach is a unique experience because there's 500 kids, seniors living at the beach. When other people get houses off campus at other schools, they don't necessarily live near other people, other seniors who have houses off campus, whereas everyone's this sense of community, the point, everyone's together. So I feel like it's a unique experience as opposed to other schools.
I would say that the best thing about living at the beach is just the fact that all your friends are just all around you, and you could just go from house to house and have a great time, walk to the grape.
Everything's right here for us. It's like you don't even really have to leave.
The experience was almost indescribable. Parties all the time. It was just a constant party. Couldn't get any work done there. There was a real camaraderie with the kids that lived at the beach. I felt like while not every kid in the senior class liked each other, we found a way to get along, and we had a pretty good year.
You can obviously get away with a hell of a lot more at the beach than you can on campus. You're not going to be rolling 3 kegs into your townhouse and having 75 people jumping up and down on your deck. It's just not going to happen. I'd say that one of the most memorable things was we had a dog, which is a mistake. He ended up actually getting hit by a car when he went home with my friend for break. So we had a really big party with bands and in our little tiny house, and it was to pay for his operation because it cost $2,000. So we ended up raising actually a little bit more than $2,000. But that was an example of people, even strangers, but friends and strangers, just sort of like in a community getting together and helping everybody out. It was cool. That was a good night.
The transition from senior year to the real world is completely miserable because you either have friends who get jobs right away and make a lot of money and you hate yourself, or you have friends that are just bum and don't have a job and complain to you.
I plan on getting my real estate license, and definitely, I don't know what to say for that. I don't know. I don't want to sound like the schmuck senior, but I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do.
For some people, they know what they're going to do, and they've made arrangements, or they've you know done the proper you know, legwork, and they've really prepared themselves.
For next year, I'm actually lucky. I'm one of the ones who's going right into post-grad for grad school. And so I get an extra year to try to finish up my master's in finance.
I don't really know, but right now it looks like I'm probably either going to do AmeriCorps or some other sort of volunteer service.
Well, I'm planning on going for my master's next year and then getting my certified public accountancy certificate, and then I'll be an accountant for a while and see where that. If I like it, I'll do that for a while.
Instead of really thinking about what I wanted to do, I was just kind of in a state of I was very anxious about graduating, and I had no clue what I was going to do. And instead of planning for what I could possibly do, I just sort of pretended it wasn't going to happen.
I have mixed feelings about graduating or staying in college. You're gonna miss college a lot. I'm having a blast, but it's gonna be good to move on and get a job and get my own place and actually have money instead of just keep spending it. So,
even if you're the kind of person who is very outgoing and you've done a lot in school and you haven't just stayed on campus, you've gone all over the place. You know, when you're done with school, that whole anchor, that whole base of your life is now gone, and now you really are, out and about.
The real world is a very scary place, but I've been there for about a year now outside of school. I'm in Local 79, which is construction. I don't plan on doing that for much longer, especially after I graduate, but real world, I'm ready.
I am definitely not looking forward to graduation. I've had probably the best year ever this year, so I'm definitely gonna miss it.
I think it's gonna be fun to go in the real world, but it's also gonna be really challenging just to put yourself out there and actually work.
Probably worried about the most, just having it's all my own responsibility. Everything is on me. I'm gonna have to support myself. There's no safety nets.
So I'm definitely more responsible. Haven't peed the bed in about 6 months. Getting on a more consistent schedule, going to work every day. It's definitely made me feel more responsible.
The people I live with are really nervous about next year, and they like to freak out about it all the time. But me, not so much. I don't know, I just feel like everything tends to work out in the end. I don't know, I'm confident that I'll be okay.
Hopefully I get a job, and then maybe retire when I'm 30.
It's definitely not something to be afraid of. It's something to look forward to. It's an adventure, I guess I could say.